Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel, Valora Rauchel. Now in this video, we're going to be making my 6th waist bead design, which is this one right here. So this is going to be a double-stranded waist bead. Okay, let's get started. So as a personal preference, I choose to use fishing line for all of my waist beads. And the next thing you want to do is you want to measure yourself to determine exactly where you want your waist beads to lay. So whether you want them up high or towards the middle or a little bit down below, you want to go ahead and measure yourself, and then you want to add about 6 to 8 inches just to give you some more slack when you're to secure your beads. Okay, so although I do have a video tutorial on how to use a barrel clasp, I wanted to show you guys how I'm going to attach it when I'm working with two fishing line thread or string, whatever you want to, whatever your preference is again. Okay, so I'm going to use this type of barrel clasp, the one that requires the crimping tubes. So I'm just going to align this fishing line together, put it through my loop. Well, actually, no. Remember, you want to put your crimping tube on first. So that's what I'm going to do. I was worried because I didn't know they were going to fit. So they both fit through because the diameter is pretty small on these. So this is the 15-pound fishing line, and I was able to fit 2 through there. And by the looks of it, I might be able to fit about 3 or 4. So depending on what you're doing, that's just a heads up. So I'm going to put the one end of the barrel clasp on, feed it back through my crimping tube. Now that I think about it, if you're feeding it back through, that's going to count as your 4. So, but let's see how much space we still have after we put it in. Okay, I would say maybe about 3 total, and that would account for you feeding it back through the crimping tube. And then remember, like I said in the tutorial, you don't want your crimping tube too close to your loop there because the pressure will cut through your fishing line. So I just give it enough space there. Trying to get this on camera. Okay. I'm going to use my crimping tube. I'm just going to slide it. I'm using my first set of teeth with my crimping pliers. That's what I meant to say. My first set. So the very tip, I'm going to use it to slide it, the very tip, to where I want it to be. Then push down on it firmly, like so. So now you want to use the second set of teeth on your crimping pliers and push firmly. And you want the little spike to make a dent in the middle of your crimping tube. And push firmly. Okay, so now we have a little dent there. The third step is that you want to fold it over. So you want to fold this in on itself. And I'm going to use that again with the tip of my pliers. I'm going to go back to the tip, the very tip of my pliers, and push down firmly. And that's that. All right, guys, and I'm back. So here is my sample size of what we're going to be making today. Here is my cheat sheet, okay? And I have all of my supplies here. So as you can see, we have this large round bead is what I'm going to call it. It has sparks of yellow and pink. And then we are going to use 6 of this pinkish orange type of bead. And we're using 2, it's gonna be split, and we're gonna do the same design. Sometimes I do different things, so that's why I'm specifying. We're doing the same exact thing. So we're gonna split the fishing line, 6 of this pinkish orange. Then we're gonna use 3 yellow, 6 of this pinkish orange, and then again with the large round bead. Okay, so here I'm back with my fishing line that I've already attached my barrel clasps to. So we're going to get started. So we're gonna, your large round bead, you're gonna use both of your strings together. Slide it all the way down. So since I'm using this particular type of barrel clasp, you know you're going to have your extra string that's hanging through. Just make sure that you're tucking that with your work through your beads. And once your fishing line is covered, like it's going to stay put, it is not going to come out. Okay, so now I'm going to split, and now let's start our pattern. So we're going to do 6. Six, 3, back to 6. All right, just gonna slide it down. And again, we want to tuck our fishing line. Now it's up to you. So you know we're using 2 pieces of string or fishing line. You can either split it and make one extra piece go one way and one piece go the other way, which is what I'm gonna do. You don't have to do that. You can just put both of them through one set. It doesn't matter. The goal is just to cover it up. There we go. Sorry if it went off camera. There we go. So now we're going to do the same thing with our other one. All right. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3, yellow, 1, 2, 3, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and push it down. And we're gonna cover this one up. So we got that side covered. Let me push it back. It gets a little tricky, but once you have it on there, you know you're good to go. That side. I'm gonna push this side back down. So you really could have just waited until you had both of your lines filled with beads, because as you're moving around, they come off, you know. So the more further down you get down your fishing line, it becomes more, your beads stay in place. They won't move around as much. So you can wait until then, or you can just keep tucking it in there until your beads aren't moving as much there. So now we're gonna connect them together and go with our large round bead. Okay. Hope you guys have got it thus far. I will continue. Okay, so now I have my finished product. I've already closed off my barrel clasp. And if you watch my barrel clasp tutorial, it's just the same way. I just showed it in this video just because I'm using 2 strings or lines. Now I'm going to try it on. Okay, and as always, I'm going to show you the ones I've completed. So far, I've only done 3. The double-stranded ones are time-consuming, and as I start selling more beads, I'm going to make more, which I'm probably going to make some more of these. I'll probably make a total of like 10 of these. So right now, I only have 3 that's on a fishing line. I do have 1 that's on cotton thread. So when I first started making waist beads, I was using the cotton thread. However, I had an incident where I went to use the restroom and I pulled down my beads and it just popped, even though I have like 5. This one has 10 pieces of thread on it, but the ones that I was wearing, it was like 5. I thought it was sturdy. You know, I would tug on it from here from time to time and it would pull, but it wouldn't break. But that one time it broke, and that's all I needed. And now I converted over to this. So if these were to pop, it will be because it's gonna pop from where it's gonna pop from here. Okay, so I just wanted to make my waist beads as sturdy as possible. Just know you can't prevent all breakages. Okay, but anyway, I hope you guys shop with me, and I'll see you soon for more videos. Hey, before you go, just remember, no matter how simple the pattern, color scheme, or the price point of the products used in this video, I use my own brain to sort through my own personal product inventory to come up with this design. So if you decide to use any of my designs to sell to your customers, just remember that it's my intellectual property, and I only ask that you give me credit, as I'm trying to grow my brand just as you. Take care.